Hi kindergartners, it's Miss Kelly here again today for your handwriting without tears activity. So today we're going to work on our capitals review. And our capitals are our uppercase letters. So not our lowercase, our uppercase ones. We've already worked on our uppercase letters with Mrs. Martinez, and then Miss Kelly helped you the last few times with our last uppercase letters. So we're going to review them today. To review something means that we're going to practice them and we're going to look at them again. So it kind of just helps our brains grow stronger and stronger, because the more that we look and learn about something, the more that our brain can memorize that information. So we're going to strengthen our handwriting skills by doing our capitals review today. All right, so let's see if we can go to the next slide. There we go. We're going to sing the song about where we start our letters. Do you guys remember where we start our letters? At the top. So this song is called Where Do You Start Your Letters? At the Top.
Where do you start your letters? At the top? Where do you start your letters? At the top? If you want to start a letter, then you'd better remember to start it at the top. Letters, start your letters at the top. Letters, start your letters at the top. Letters, start your letters at the top. Start your letters at the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. This is the top. No, it's the bottom. This is the top. No, it's the middle. Is this the top? Yes, it's the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Reach up. Way up. Is that the top? Yes, it's the top. Reach up and touch the top. Reach down. Way down. Is that the bottom? Yes, it's the bottom. Reach down and touch the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top, bottom. Shake it in the middle. Top, bottom. Shake it in the middle. Top, bottom. Shake it in the middle. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Crazy. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. Is this the top? No, it's the bottom. Is this the top? No, it's the middle. Is this the top? Yes, it's the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Move to the rhythm.
All right, my friends. So that's a good reminder that we always start our letters at the top. All right, we're going to sing that song probably for some of our other lessons that we're going to do later. But right now, we're going to practice writing our uppercase letters, our capitals, by reviewing them. So I want for you to go get a piece of paper or a whiteboard or your writing journal and a pencil. Okay, so Miss Kelly is going to give you a few minutes, and then I want you to go get those supplies, and we're going to practice together. All right, so go ahead and go get your supplies, and remember, if you need more time, you can always press the pause button. The pause button looks like this. This is the pause button. So if you need a pause to have more time, you can press the pause button and then come back, okay? All right, go get your pencil and a piece of paper. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do our capital A. So remember, we start at the top. You do diagonal line down, and then a little line across. So let's practice that together. We start at the top. Diagonal line down, and little line across. That's our capital A. Let me make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. Capital A. All right, let's practice our capital B. We start at the top. Big line down, little curve, little curve. Where do we start our letters? At the top. Big line down, little curve, little curve. Capital B. Good. All right, for our capital C, where do we start our letters? At the top. So we're going to start at the top. Big curve. Capital C. Next, we're going to do our capital D. So here's our D right here. Big line down and a curve. Big curve. Start at the top. Big line down and a curve. Capital D. Good. After D comes E. A, B, C, D, E. Capital E. Big line down, one little line, another little line in the middle, and another little line at the bottom. 3 little lines. So we start at the top. Big line down, little line across, little line in the middle, little line at the bottom. That's our capital E. A, B, C, D, E, F. We need our capital F, which is right here. And it's just like our capital E, only it has one less line. So it doesn't have the bottom line right there. It just has one line on the top and one little line in the middle. So let's do our capital F. Big line down, little line on the top, little line in the middle. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, capital G. If we can draw a C, we can draw a G. So here's our C, and then we do a little line up and a little line across. So let's draw our C. We start at the top. Curve, little line up, little line across. Capital G. After G is our H. Our H is a big line down, big line down, big line across. We start at the top. Big line down, big line down, big line across. That's our capital H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Here's our capital I. Capital I is a big line down, little line at the top, little line at the bottom. Remember, we start at the top. Where do we start our letters at the top? Little line, little line, capital I. Next, we're going to do our J. This is our capital J. You start at the top, you do a line down, and then a curve over like a tail, and then a big line across. So we're going to start at the top. So Kelly's going to move this over a little bit. Start at the top. Big line down, curve a tail, big line across. Capital J. After J is our K. We start at the top, big line down, diagonal line in the middle, across, diagonal line in the middle, across and down. We start at the top, big line down, go to the middle, diagonal up, go to the middle, diagonal down. That's our capital K. Our capital L, ol. Start at the top, big line down, little line at the bottom. Start at the top, big line down, little line across at the bottom. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. We need our M. All right. We're going to start at the top. For our M, we start at the top, big line down, come back to the top, diagonal line down, diagonal line up, and big line down again. Start at the top, big line down, come back to the top, diagonal line down, diagonal line up, big line down. Capital M. Next comes our N. So we start at the top, big line down, diagonal line across and down, and then up. Okay, start at the top, big line down, come back to the top, diagonal line across and down, and then big line up. Good. Next comes our O. If we can make a C, we can make an O. So you start at the top, you make a C, and then you keep going around. So we're going to start at the top, make a C, and then keep going around. Capital O. Our next one is P. Big line down, come back to the top, and then you're going to do a little curve at the top. Capital P. Big line down, come back to the top, little curve just at the top. Almost like our capital B, only we don't have the other curve. So you do a big line down and a curve, and then you stop. All right, Miss Kelly ran out of room, so I have to go to the bottom, but we're doing our Q. Our Q, if we can make a C and an O, we can make a Q. So you start at the top, do a C, keep going around to make an O, and then a little line down in the corner right here. So if we can make a C, we can make an O, keep going. And if we can make an O, we can make a Q. Come in the middle, little line. Good, Q. R, our capital R. Start at the top, line down, come back to the top, and make a P. And then we do a little diagonal line down for our capital R. Start at the top, big line down, come back to the top, make a P, and then a diagonal line down. Capital R. If we can make a C, we can make an S. You do a little C and then curve the other way. So if you can make a C, we're doing a little C, start at the top, curve, and then curve the other way. Good. For our capital T, we start at the top in the middle, do a big line down, big line across at the top. For our T, big line down, big line across. For our U, we do a big line down and then curve and then up. Start at the top, we do a big line down and then we curve it up. That's our capital U. U. I'm going to make that a little bit darker. U. Good. For our capital V, we start at the top, diagonal line down, diagonal line up. Start at the top, diagonal line down, diagonal line up. That's our V. For our W, if you can make a V, you can make a W. So you do diagonal line down, diagonal line up, diagonal line down, diagonal line up. So this is our V right here. And then if you do another V, it's a W. Start at the top, diagonal line down, diagonal line up for our V, and then again, diagonal line down, diagonal line up for our W. All right, for our X, we do a big diagonal line across, and then we come up to the other corner at the top and do a big diagonal line across again where they meet in the middle. Diagonal line down, come to the other side, to the top, diagonal line down the other way. X. For our capital Y, we do a little diagonal line down and then come to the other side just like our X, just like we started here. So we do little diagonal line down, then come to the top, little line, or big line down. So start at the top, little diagonal line, come to the other top, big diagonal line. Little diagonal line, come to the other side, big diagonal line. That's our Y. For our Z, we do start at the top, big line across, big diagonal line down, and then big line across again. Miss Kelly's is going to be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I'll smush it in. Start at the top, big diagonal line, or big line across, big diagonal line, and then big line across again. Good. Those are our capital letters. Let's sing them together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you write with me? All right, my friends, good job doing your capitals review today. I'm so proud of all of your hard work, and you guys are becoming writers by writing all of your letters. I'll see you next time. Bye, my friends.